The atmosphere in the television studio was thick with tension as renowned journalist Isabel Oakeshott leaned in, her sharp gaze fixed on Sir Keir Starmer. What had begun as a routine political interview, a typical back and forth about governance, party policies, and national issues, had taken a sudden and unexpected turn. The audience, initially listening with mild interest, straightened in their seats, sensing a shift in the room's energy. Oakeshott, known for her incisive and unrelenting interview style, had veered away from policy matters and steered the conversation toward a more personal and potentially explosive topic. "Sir Keir," she began, her voice steady but pointed, "there have been whispers, serious concerns, about the way you treat your wife. These allegations are not baseless, they come from sources close to you. What do you have to say about that?" A flicker of discomfort crossed Starmer's face. He leaned forward slightly, as if preparing to counter, but the brief hesitation betrayed a deeper unease. The confident, composed statesman who had spent years refining his public image suddenly appeared vulnerable. "This is absurd," Starmer said, his voice controlled but laced with strain. "I absolutely reject such accusations. My wife and I have a strong relationship built on mutual respect." Oakeshott, unfazed, pressed on. "Then why have there been reports suggesting that you are dismissive, even controlling, in private settings? Why do individuals close to you allege that your temper behind closed doors is markedly different from the carefully measured persona you present in public?" Silence engulfed the studio. Starmer's usual eloquence seemed to falter. He shifted in his seat, running a hand through his hair, a telltale sign of frustration. He exhaled sharply, visibly rattled. "I don't know where you're getting this from," he shot back, his tone sharper than before. "But I won't dignify baseless gossip." Oakeshott did not relent. She leaned forward slightly, her eyes locked onto him. "These are not just rumors, Sir Keir. People have witnessed it. Some say that your wife, Victoria, appears uneasy in your presence, that she has been seen hesitating before speaking in public, avoiding eye contact. Are you saying there's no truth to any of this?" Starmer's expression darkened. He let out a tight breath and snapped, "This is a disgraceful attempt at character assassination." He glanced briefly at the crew, his discomfort palpable. The moment stretched on as the audience watched, breath held, sensing that the interview had reached a breaking point. And then, in a move that shocked everyone, Starmer abruptly unhooked his microphone. "I won't participate in this farce," he muttered before pushing back his chair, the harsh scrape of metal against the floor punctuating the tension in the room. Without another word, he stormed off the set. Gasps rippled through the audience. Oakeshott remained seated, her expression unreadable as she watched him leave. She turned back to the camera, arching an eyebrow. "Well," she said finally, "it seems we've touched a nerve." The fallout from the interview was immediate and explosive. Within minutes, clips of Starmer's abrupt exit flooded social media, triggering a whirlwind of speculation. Political commentators, media figures, and the general public dissected the moment frame by frame. Some leaped to Starmer's defense, arguing that his personal life should remain off limits in political discourse. Others questioned why he had reacted so strongly if there was no truth to the allegations. The phrase, "touched a nerve," began trending on X, formerly known as Twitter, and political pundits debated the significance of the moment. Had Starmer's reaction been a sign of genuine outrage, or had it betrayed something more telling, an inability to confront difficult personal questions? Labour Party officials scrambled for damage control. A spokesperson issued a swift statement. "Sir Keir Starmer has always been a dedicated husband and father. These allegations are baseless and part of an ongoing smear campaign." But the public was not so easily convinced. The abruptness of Starmer's reaction left an undeniable impression. Whether he was guilty of the allegations or simply furious at the intrusion into his personal life, one fact remained: he had walked away instead of facing the questions head-on. And in politics, perception is everything. The media frenzy only intensified in the days that followed. Reporters combed through old footage of Victoria Starmer, scrutinizing her expressions, her posture, her interactions with her husband. Every glance, every smile, or lack thereof, was analyzed for hidden meaning. Had there been signs all along? Was there merit to Oakeshott's claims? The press reached out to family, friends, former colleagues, anyone who might shed light on the matter. Yet Victoria remained silent, neither confirming nor denying the implications made on national television. Her absence from public view only fueled further speculation. Critics of Oakeshott accused her of crossing a line, of turning an interview into a spectacle for the sake of ratings. But her supporters argued that she had done exactly what journalists are meant to do: seek the truth, even if it made people uncomfortable. "If there's nothing to hide," remarked one prominent broadcaster, "then why did he run?" Meanwhile, Starmer's allies worked tirelessly to regain control of the narrative. He was booked for carefully curated interviews with sympathetic media figures, where he reiterated that the allegations were baseless and Oakeshott's questioning was a desperate attempt to manufacture controversy. But despite his efforts, the footage of his walkout continued to circulate. Television panels debated its implications. Was this a momentary lapse in composure, or had it exposed a deeper weakness in his leadership? Even within the Labour Party, some insiders expressed concern. "Perception matters," one senior party member admitted off the record. "And walking out like that, it looks bad. It looks like he lost control." The Conservative Party seized on the moment. Prominent Tory figures made veiled references to the incident in speeches, questioning Starmer's temperament and ability to handle pressure. "Leadership," one megapixel quipped, "means standing your ground, not walking away when things get tough." The broader implications of the incident lingered. Had Starmer merely been blindsided by an unfair question, or was there something more to his reaction? The seeds of doubt had been planted, and public perception can be unforgiving. Even without definitive proof, the damage had been done. As weeks passed, the controversy refused to fade. The media continued to speculate, the public remained divided, and political strategists on all sides analyzed the impact. Would Starmer recover from this? Or would the image of him walking out, visibly rattled, seemingly unable to handle the pressure, become the defining moment of his career? One thing was certain: the interview had left an indelible mark on the political landscape. And in an age where optics often matter more than truth, the fallout from that fateful moment would not be forgotten anytime soon.